Killer Kill from the folk kicking shit, man, with Appreciate It Go. Yeah.
Yo, what's up? It's your favorite homegirl, Appreciate It Go, and we back with a special edition of Kicking Shit. I know y'all see what's going on here. I'm so excited to try Chipotle's new chicken quesadilla. I got some brown rice on the side, some black beans, and some salsa, and we're just gonna get into it and really enjoy this while also reacting to what I personally caught on Zoe's Instagram live the other day for my Kicking Shit channel. He's talking about CJ So Cool and the whole him and royalty breakup scenario, but also specifically the topic of men and the bare minimum in relationship. Now, based off my last What the Fuck Joe and posting that on the socials, I got a lot of great feedback from y'all. Some agreed, some didn't, but we started a conversation and that's what we're here for. So again, the point of this video is to dissect it, get into where we are as a culture, but also what the standard is and what should be thrown the fuck out the window. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Royalty everything she wanted. Nigga, that's because you were cheating. That's called forgive me presents. I don't give a damn if you put me up in a mansion. I don't give a damn if you take me to Dubai, to France, to wherever, Egypt. I don't care if you take me everywhere every other month. If you're cheating on me with multiple women, your money does not make me happy. It just means you're giving me shit, but I'm not happy. So I don't give a damn about the money. So you mean to tell me I'm getting all this money, but I'm laid up with a man who's gonna fuck another bitch the next night? I'm not happy. That's miserable. That means another woman's getting the same shit I'm getting. Why not? Why can't I get the money and the loyalty? Let me.
That part. And don't mind me typing on this, y'all. Again, I wasn't being biased. I was just doing my little, you know, kicking shit commentary. Let them know I'm in the building, but also let them know Zoe is back. Because he's talked on this subject a few different times, especially dealing with CJ So Cool. They even had their little spat back and forth. If you haven't been attuned to it, definitely go check out Zoe's Messy Mondays. He's fucking hilarious. And sometimes I'm sure I'll probably one day fall into that scenario. Hopefully not too tough, but well, somebody ain't gonna like what you said. And that's what's going on with him and CJ So Cool right now. But what he just made was a very valid point. The analogy of I'd rather be crying in a Wraith than a Honda, or would you rather be crying in a Honda or a Wraith? Like, neither. Actually, can we just be happy across the board? Can you treat me right no matter what state we in? Because like like Zoe just broke down, ultimately at the end of the day, that's all that matters. The gifts won't change nothing if we're not happy. Won't make anything better or worse if we're not happy. It's just gonna be what it already is. So don't try to buy me.
Both of those. Let me get the happiness with the money.
Right.
Then that bitch, I definitely ain't going nowhere. So like, I don't give a fuck about your money, and then nigga, you're supposed to help me take care of my kids if you decide to be with me. So don't throw in my face, I help you raise your kids that weren't even mine. I hate when a man does that. Like, I hate it. I hate when a man says, well, I helped her raise her kids and I'm not even the father. Well, you dumb fuck. You decided to date her, stupid.
Yeah, stop it right there. Come in. How do y'all feel about that? Like, what's, let me chew this up. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I had to get that down. But what's the deadline requirement for you to then step in as a co-parent, whether male or female? If your partner has children, don't get me wrong, I do believe there is a premature state, but I also think there's a space where you're not holding your position properly according to whatever that is for y'all dynamic in y'all relationship. I personally feel like the co-partners are, if I'm the co-partner coming into the relationship, and my partner has kids, again, obviously, you would want to work your way into that, knowing that I want to stay around, knowing that you want me to stay around, and then figuring out how my role in staying around plays into a part of me being a great co-parent for you and your family, and vice versa. But I definitely don't feel like, we're gonna let him get deeper into it before I get to telling how I really feel.
Supposed to do, eat in the kitchen and the kids don't eat because they not your children.
But you see what he just said. And growing up, I personally know a lot of scenarios where that definitely happened. Like, it was very clear scenarios where you knew who kids were who, how they treated them, how they nurtured the relationship with them, what they gave to them. You could very much see the difference, and I'm not with that. Again, if we're supposed to be a blended family, let's fully blend. Let's not be like oil and water where we pretend to blend, but we clearly see it's not mixing up right.
You supposed to buy your child some clothes, but not those kids, but you dating their mama? The fuck you supposed to do? Dummy. That's called being an adult. That's called responsibility. That's what it's called.
Pretty much.
And if you don't want to take care of some kids that weren't yours, then dumbass, go find another girl that didn't have children, stupid.
But he also had, CJ Saku already had a kid, and then they got two twins together,
that's
so.
why I say I hate men. Men try to make it seem like because they do something that you're supposed to do in life, that they're supposed to get praised for it. Like, oh my God, well, at least I'm out here and I got a job, and I'm making money. Wait a minute. You're supposed to have a job. You're supposed to make money. What do you mean I should be thankful? Nigga, thankful? That's what you're supposed to do. I hate when people try to brag about...
Comment below. This is the point of the conversation I wanted to discuss. Is this the bare minimum? Like, is this the point where it's officially too far for you to be like, well, I got a job, I watch the kids. That's what you're here for. That's what your position and your role at the bare minimum is supposed to be. Now let me know, at what point for you guys is more required, or is that just enough in the beginning stages? I'm not heterosexual. Just let me know how it is in the heterosexual world, but also how it goes in any relationship. Take gender out of it. Like, what is the bare minimum for you and your partner, and what is your standard in moving forward in a relationship?
If I'm a female or a male, whichever, and I have a child, and you decide to date me, we're just dating, and we're dating, and I have kids, I'm not saying that you have to take care of them, but if you decide to say, hey babe, I want to go out to the movies, and we go to the movies, I'm not saying that you have to pay for my kid's ticket, but I'm saying, like, when we're out and my kids are running around and stuff, I'm hoping that you will be like, oh baby, I'll take care of one of them for you. Or,
and that's two different vibes. I do agree with what he said. On one hand, if I ask you to go on a date, shawty, that don't mean bring you and your kids and try to get a 2 for 1 or all for 1. But if I'm spending time with y'all and we kicking it, I'm definitely not about to exclude your kids out. That's cap. That's fake. That's not real. Like, you're not a man if you excluding her kids out, especially if you're trying to be in their life. Because to embrace somebody's mom is to accept what she come with, and that means her kids too.
oh baby, here, I hold his hand, I take him to the bathroom. That's what I'm saying.
Show something.
It is now like
some type of support.
Are now going to become a part of our relationship. So don't brag to your friends or brag to me saying, oh, I helped take care of the kids. They're not even mine. Nigga, when you dated me, that was supposed to happen because those are my children now and they're a part of me. And whatever's a part of me is now going to be a part of us. So if that's not what you want to do, then you don't need to date me. You need to go somewhere else because you think I'm going to sit here and let you lay up in my house and and I have children, and you're not even gonna try to at least help a little bit.
But that's true.
Now, when we get married, you might as well start doing the shit now, because when we get married, it's gonna become your responsibility. Obligated, but it's called being an adult and understanding responsibility.
Right, because, and what he just said is a great point. Because what might be the bare minimum for me might be above and beyond for somebody else. So then don't waste my time. Go and be above and beyond for somebody else with what you bring to the table. Because wasting somebody else's time being a bare minimum just ain't it. And trying to convince yourself or convince them that they tripping, that this is it and this is the next thing since sliced bread, ain't it. But again, to each his own. I feel like for the most part, that was the whole video. I want y'all to just let me know how y'all feel about this. Like, me and, for the backstory of CJ So Cool, him and Royalty came up on YouTube together. According to CJ, he built his channel prior to dating her, but we all know, and the research shows, that his page began to grow when he started doing more family-oriented content and more pranks on the kids. So now, fast forward, he's saying, well, I helped Royalty, I built this, I made this, and she's ungrateful, and I was there for the kids. But it goes hand in hand. You were there for the kids, kids were there for you. You pranking them, doing all the things you did for them on YouTube, created a space for you to be who you are today. So that's one thing in their particular situation. Like, don't knock it for what the reality of it was. When they were all good, he was screaming, thank God for my family. I'm so glad I was able to be this and that for them. But now that the role is reversed, he's singing to a different tune. But again, this isn't too far-fetched for me. Like, I heard this scenario 1,000 times, 10 times fold, where it backfires and then people start to throw out, well, I did this, that, and that. But let me know, what's the bare minimum for you? Like, where do you draw the line, and when is enough enough? Comment below. I'm gonna meet y'all in the comments. We're gonna talk about it later. I love y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe before you get out of here. Again, see y'all later in the next video. Peace.
What?